on paper. Today's video is going to be a March budget wrap-up in which I go over my real expenses for the month of March and then try to determine whether I think the April budget that I created in my last video is going to be realistic for me to meet. That was the first budget I ever created with numbers that I'm really determined to stick to. So we'll see how it compares to March's spendings. Now for this month, knowing that I was going to be doing these videos, I was aware of every purchase that I made, but I wasn't really restricting myself in any way. And being unemployed and a spender, that is something that I'm working on. I'm trying to cut back on my expenses, especially while I don't have any money coming in. And then if I eventually get a job, I will still have to, cut back while I build my savings back up. So let's get started. Okay, so groceries. I spent almost $315 in March for groceries, and I budgeted $250 in April. This number is obviously ridiculously high for just me. My boyfriend pays for his own food, or we split things. But I do think that April's $250 budget is doable because at the very beginning of the month, I spent about $70 at Costco and bought some things that I still have the majority of today. So it's things I'll be able to use in April and not spend money on. And then just yesterday, so today's the 30th, so yesterday the 29th, we went to the grocery store and I personally spent $100 on food because I had absolutely nothing. We ate all of our food before our weekend trip and we just had to, replenish. So that's one of the reasons that budget is so high, or that number is so high. Then shopping, it's $160 that I spend in March, and this includes a $100 sweatshirt, which is this one that I'm wearing right now. I love it, so it was worth it to me. I bought some underwear from the brand Hoo Ha, and I love them. Eventually, I'm hoping to replace all my undies to these new ones that I bought, but they're kind of pricey without any discounts. They're $23 each, so it's something that we'll have to wait, and I will go into that a little bit more in a future video. I also bought an Amazon iPad case, and basically it's just like this really big case for my iPad, my boyfriend's iPad, and all of our chargers, including phone, iPad, watches, all those things can go in one case, completely organized when we travel. So that is what made up of those three things made up the shopping category of $160. Dining out, $338. This is a huge amount. I only budgeted $200 for dining out in April. I did expect this number to be high because of our weekend trip that we took. And when we travel, we eat out a lot. We don't really cook. And then one of the meals that we had in Charlotte was really expensive, and I'll go over that a little bit more a little later. So that's why that's so high, and I think this is one of the categories that's going to be really hard to cut back on, this one in groceries, since I only budgeted $200 in April. So we'll see how that goes. Transportation, $65 almost. Why is this so high? So normally we like to either walk places if we can, or use the train or bus, and just put money on our Ventra card. And I had money already from when we first got here, so I didn't pay for any of my train usages or buses. Some Ubers are included in here. Oh, when we went to IKEA and Costco, we rented a car for a few hours, so that was about $32 plus tolls and gas, coming to almost $40. So that makes up a good portion of the transportation amount. Health, health should really be health and fitness. I didn't go to the doctor or anything, but I bought a yoga mat because I'm trying to get into yoga. And I also got like a tracker, like a calendar for like fitness tracker, so I can track my workouts when I do them, so I can see, I have like a monthly view of what I've done. So that is all that I have that I spent money on in the health category. Beauty, nothing as expected. I'm waiting to get a job to get a haircut, so it's gonna be zero for a little while. Home, okay, so $290. We had some big expenses. I bought a desk chair so I could sit and do my things like these videos. And I wanted to not go cheap on this desk chair, because when I eventually start working, I imagine I'd be working from home a lot, since a lot of the jobs are either remote or like a hybrid schedule. And I need something that's good for my back, because sitting in a chair for so long always hurts it. We went to IKEA and got some desk legs. We only needed to get 2 because we have like a drawer system on the other side, and the cheapest legs, that are like $5 each, were completely out of stock in all colors. The next step up was $15 legs, but they were so ugly that we decided to step it up a little bit more and spend $25 per leg, and we bought 2 legs. So that was our IKEA purchase. We also bought a candle because ours was completely out, and then some containers from Amazon for like cereal and like rice and stuff. Originally, like for April, I didn't budget anything for the home category, and some things have come up that we do want to purchase, but I'm gonna try and wait till I get a job to get those. I'm gonna push it off as long as we can, so I can stay within budget. And then miscellaneous, almost $25, and this includes shipping something to my sister. That was $16, and then I bought a small part of my boyfriend's birthday gift that was about $9. So that's all I spent money on. Hobbies, whew. $345, and I can't believe that number is so high. But all right. So I bought a few different things. I bought some laminating sheets to make stickers. I hope to eventually at some point have a sticker shop on Etsy. I design them, print them, and cut them, but I'm always having issues with my printer and my Cricut, and I don't really draw very well, so it's just very hard. So it's not happening anytime soon, but I'll be ready when eventually it does happen. I also bought this calculator and this notebook for these videos. I also got this fountain pen right here. It was just so pretty. I could not pass it up. This was on the pricier side. So yeah, had to have it. It was limited edition. I was gonna regret it if I didn't, so I did it. And then the final thing that makes up the majority of this budget is I bought a canvas light. So it's like a desk lamp with a ring light and a phone holder, and it's so cute, and that's what I'm using to film. And that was $180. I did use some like credit card rewards and as like a belated birthday gift that I had gotten in March, so I saved all that to buy the lamp, and then I put $80 of my own money to it, so that's why that amount is so big. The final category is the entertainment category, almost $115, and that is because in April we are going to go see a comedian. Those tickets were almost $90, but we bought the tickets in March, so that makes up a good portion of it. The other portion was just we went to go see Batman, and I I got like a yearly subscription thing that's like $15 for a whole year, and it waives the convenience fees online and gives you discounts on like drinks and popcorn and stuff. So I paid the $15 for the year because I know I'll go to the movies enough to make that worth it in convenience fees alone. And then obviously the movie ticket and then my half of snacks are all included in there. In total, I spent $27 at the movies there. And that did save like, already the yearly subscription thing saved like $7 for that one outing. So I thought it was worth it. So yeah, and then Charlotte. So we did a weekend trip to go visit my boyfriend's sister. She lives in Charlotte. We flew down Thursday night and then left on Sunday. We stayed with her in her apartment, or her condo, I guess. And yeah, so I spent $189 on food. Of that $189, $78 was from a Brazilian like steakhouse, like the rodizio style, where they come around with the meats, and it was really pricey, but so good and so worth it, and I would do it again because it was so good. So $78 alone from this, like the food amount that we spent in Charlotte, and then like from the dining out is from one meal. So our transportation was $15, and that included the trains down in Charlotte and an Uber part of the way back from the airport here in Chicago. So that's what that was. For shopping, I spent $39, and I bought this really cute toolbox thing that I'm using to store all of these items so they can be contained in my desk. And then I only spent $11.20 on flights. I used my Southwest points to book my flight, which were 16,000 points. And then I just paid for like, I don't know if it's like taxes or fees or something, $11.20. Originally we booked the flights to come down on Friday, but because we were going to a basketball game on Friday, she said that it might be best if we fly down Thursday after work, after my boyfriend's work. So there's in case there's any delays or anything, so we're not late to the game. And we actually got like 3,000 points back. I don't know the exact number. So in reality, this is closer to like 12 or 13,000 that I spent in points. And then the amount that I paid out of pocket didn't change at all. And that is it. So overall, I think it was a decently cheap trip. We're looking at like $250 that I spent. She was kind enough to treat us to a lot of activities. Like we went to like a mini golf thing that was super cute, and what else? Oh, we went to like an NBA game, but she got us third row seats, and we had access to like a Crown Club with free food and drinks and stuff. So that was super fun. but yeah, so I'm really happy with the amount that we spent in Charlotte. I think the last thing I want to do is just quickly go over the categories that I am cutting out for the month of April, just to see how realistic this actually is. All right, so you may have seen this in my last video, but if not, the shopping category is one that I am not budgeting for at all. Dining out, transportation, not budgeting for health and fitness. If I have to go to the doctors, I'll pay for my HSA. Hopefully I don't. And I'm not buying any fitness related things, so nothing for beauty. Nothing for home, miscellaneous, and hobbies. So these are the categories that I'm completely cutting out in April, and it's gonna be tough. Like I spent a lot of money. Oh my God. $500 shopping. So it's gonna be tough to cut back, but I don't have a job, so I need to start spending less money. Hopefully I can get a job soon and can give myself a little bit of a budget in these things to make it even more realistic, but for now, while I don't have any offers and don't, I'm not planning on getting any income in April, I have to cut back to 0 on all these, because that alone, I mean, that's 500, 800, 840 bucks that I spent in March that I will not spend in April. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching my second video, my March budget wrap up. Have a good day.